And when the work ends, the day's just beginning. With beaches like West Beach in the Indiana Dunes National Park, exciting hiking and biking trails like the Diana of the Dunes Dare or the BMX track, and local treasures and exciting festivals, you'll know you're in more than just a bedroom community. From veterans of foreign wars to hometown heroes, our diversity is our strength. And we forge our future with the same flame as our steel. Oh, there's a place in the Midwest, and it's calling you home. The best part of Portage is what's next. The best part of Portage is you. There's more for you in Indiana. There's a place in the Midwest, 50 miles southeast of Chicago, nestled near the coast of Lake Michigan. It's a place driven by what's coming next, a place where industry is the lifeblood of its community, and its pulse is gritted with sand and steel, fire and smoke. It's a city building its future together, one business, one family, and one home at a time. This is a place for makers, doers, and dreamers. It's where the global marketplace meets hometown values, where Americana isn't just a tradition, it's a way of life. Here, your experience makes the difference. With access to railroads, major waterways, and 8 different highways, this is a place in motion, sending goods, services, and ideas not just across the state, but across the world. And when the work ends, the day's just beginning. With beaches like West Beach in the Indiana Dunes National Park, exciting hiking and biking trails like the Diana of the Dunes Dare or the BMX track, and local treasures and exciting festivals, you'll know you're in more than just a bedroom community. From veterans of foreign wars to hometown heroes, our diversity is our strength. And we forge our future with the same flame as our steel. Oh, there's a place in the Midwest, and it's calling you home. The best part of Portage is what's next. The best part of Portage is you. There's more for you in Indiana. There's a place in the Midwest, 50 miles southeast of Chicago, nestled near the coast of Lake Michigan. It's a place driven by what's coming next, a place where industry is the lifeblood of its community, and its pulse is gritted.
And open the Board of Works meeting. Will you please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? Could we please do the roll call?
Mayor Bonta,
Here.
Member Newell,
Here.
Member Lewis,
Here.
Member Farkas,
Here.
Member Miletta.
Here.
Did everyone have a chance to look at the minutes of the last meeting? Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion we approve the minutes of the January 14th meeting.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
For new business, we have fuel, equipment, loan, and supply agreements.
Yes, Mayor, we're going to table that until the second Board of Works in February due to some contract language that we're trying to negotiate and purchasing.
No problem. Do we need a motion to table that to that next meeting?
If it appears on the agenda, if you could table it to the second meeting, I think it's February 27th.
I make a motion we table the fuel equipment loan and supply agreements till the February 27th Board of Works meeting.
Second?
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We have Race the Region.
Good morning. My name's Alicia Brown, and I'm with Race Region. We are a race management company out of Valparaiso, Indiana. We've hosted races in Portage for several years now, partnering with different charities. Last year, we partnered with the YMCA, and we also partnered with the Boys and Girls Cross Country teams. This year, we are partnering with the Portage Fire Department. We'd like to host a 5K over near their fire station as a benefit for them. So we are just asking your permission, once again, to do so.
Did you say the date?
No, I did not. I'm sorry. It is Sunday, May 18th in the morning.
And then did you already run this? I guess you probably already ran it through fire, but did you run it by the police department for review?
Yes, I sent them information about it. I sent it to Captain Hughes, and then he forwarded it to his other person. I'm just waiting to hear back. Any questions, problems, concerns, we always work well with them. We're guests in your town, so whatever they want us to do as far as levels of support, we will hire off-duty police officers, whatever we need to do. And we also have course monitors that we use at intersections to help with traffic. It's early on Sunday morning, so we usually do that just to make sure that we're not, having a lot of traffic concerns.
I'll make a motion to approve the Race the Region event on Sunday, May the 18th.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. That gets us to change order number 2, 2024 street paving and repair project phase 2, decrease of $128,850.17. Did I read it right?
You read that right. Good morning. So this is a decrease to the contract. We are at the point where we're starting to zero out some quantities, some line items that we didn't use, and that's where we stand right now. A decrease of $128,850.17.
Does anyone have a reason to disagree with that? I'm just kidding. No.
I'll make a motion, we approve change order number 2, in the amount of a decrease of $128,850.17.
I'll second that.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And then we have pay app 2 for 2024 street paving and repair project phase 2. This is not a decrease, this is just a number. This is $787,199.03.
Unfortunately, this is a payment for the work that they did. So, we do have to pay them. This is for the paving and the work that was done on Blake and Independence. It is an invoice for that work up to date, and it is for $787,199.03.
I'll make a motion to approve the pay app number 2 for the 2024 street paving and repair project phase 2 in the amount of $787,199.03.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And then pay app 3 for street paving and repair project phase 2, and it's $156,262.29 retainage.
So exactly, this is a payment for the same project for Independence and Blake, but it is a payment for retainage. So on pay apps, we normally hold back 10% for retainage. So generally throughout the process, we can release some retainage, and they've requested their 10% at this point be released.
I'll make a motion, we pay pay app number 3 in the amount of $156,262.29.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank
Thank
you. We have some bulk item appeals. Randy, the first one I see is 2132 Whippoorwill.
Yes, Whipple. Mr. and Mrs. Schultz is here today. It's their first time that they've ever did this. It was a cardboard box out there. I'm asking the board to be lenient in this $40 charge and do a courtesy. They do have the future schedule and everything else like that, so they do know their amnesty day. So I'm just asking for this to be appealed.
I'll make a motion, we grant the appeal for 2132 Whippoorwill Street.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And then we have 6864 Cactus.
Yes, I don't know if they're here. Did anyone from 64 Cactus? Okay. They did send this appeal in. I'm asking the board, because they're not here, to uphold the charge of $40.
But you didn't pick up the suitcase.
Yes, we did pick up the suitcase.
Well, it says it was placed in a tote to be picked up.
I've talked to even the employee that did that, and they did discard that into the back of our equipment, so.
Randy, is this the first time that this has happened at this address?
No, they've used the system before for bulk items.
Where they've put things out there and they had to get billed for it, or were they called and had something picked up?
They've called and had something picked up, yes.
So they got a history of doing it the right way.
Yes, they are aware of the bulk amnesty policy.
It appears that there is some cause for concern on the board. I'm not familiar with, well, let me try that again. I'm used to that with other boards, but in this matter, usually I'm the guy like with a straw hug. I don't know. If there needs to be some discussion, I'm very okay with that.
If it's the best decision of the board to reverse this,
Yeah, I'm going to make a motion to reverse. I mean, I'm just looking at the picture. It's literally a suitcase. It seems excessive.
I'll second that
$4.
motion.
Plus, they claim they didn't, that they picked it up after the picture was taken. I don't know if that's true or not, but so I'm going to make a motion to waive the $40.
I'll second it.
So we have a motion and we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Any opposed?
I'm very fine with that decision with
I
this
think it's
board,
been
so.
waived.
With the third one, I would like to bring up, this was regards to a purchase of a new home. It was at 2275 Wynwood. So the previous owner did leave a large amount of material at the curb at which we picked up. I did verify with the clerk's office, and the day we picked it up and the day that house exchanged hands. So we picked it up on the 4th, I believe it was, and exchanged hands for on the 5th. So I'm asking the board to reverse the $100 charge for the new owners. The previous owners did not leave a forwarding address, so.
I'll make a motion to waive the charge for 2275 Wynwood.
I'll second.
We have a motion and we have a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All right, thank you.
Did you guys have a chance to look at the claims and were there any questions?
I have one question. There is a payout for $55,000 on here for plate readers. Is that something that was approved at a previous meeting?
It's probably flock. It is. Yeah, that should be flock, and I believe that's part of our budget under subscriptions, isn't it?
Coming out of the subscriptions and dues line item.
Should be, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure. Thank you.
We know that one very well.
I'll make a motion, we approve the payables, in the amount of $665,490.89.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any other business deemed proper to be brought before the board? Oh, did I miss some? Oh, I apologize.
I'll make a motion that we pay the tax anticipation warrant repayment in the amount of $5,148,827.18.
Second.
We have motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Then we have the following item.
I'll also make a motion that we pay the bond and interest, or principal and interest, on the general obligations bond in the amount of $561,320.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any other business deemed to be brought before the board?
Yes, sir. PRA,
Yeah,
Board of Recovery Association.
Sure.
And our reimbursement for this section. Go right ahead.
Hello, good morning. Called Mr. Mayor last week. He invited me to come to this meeting. The PRA was going to turn in some receipts for September, October, November, December as far as reimbursement. Still owed $41,049.46. We're asking for $29,106.66. And we have every receipt, copy of check, and bank statement for the last 4 months ready to go this time.
turn into our legal. Ed, is the best practice for you to review it first, or for us to approve something contingent on review, or what would be the best practice there?
If the inclination is to approve it subject to review, then I would consider making that motion. But it would be appropriate for me to review it, just knowing the restricted use of those funds.
I'll make a motion to approve the PRA's reimbursement requests contingent upon attorney review.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
And thank y'all. We are in our new space, and we're going to have the ribbon cutting on the 12th of April, and we'd love to see you all there.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time.
Any other business to be brought before the board, or do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor, please signify by saying aye,
Aye.
and we're good.